Kiddo Media.
Kiddo Media.
Kiddo Media TV.
Kiddo Media TV.
Once upon a time, there was an old woman who lived in a jungle. She had two daughters, Lucy, her biological daughter, and Sara, the daughter of her husband's first wife, who had passed away. The old woman was kind and affectionate toward Lucy but cruel and unfair to Sara. She forced Sara to do all the household chores, cleaning, dusting, cooking, and managing everything, while Lucy enjoyed a carefree life, spending her time eating, dancing, and sleeping. The old woman, named Christina, often beat Sara over the smallest mistakes, yet Sara remained patient and dutiful. One day, while washing clothes at a pond, Sara saw a small doll-like girl playing near the water. Suddenly, the girl slipped into the pond and disappeared. Worried, Sara rushed into the water to search for her. As she dove deeper, she was surprised to see a mysterious door beneath the surface. Curiosity took over, and she opened it. On the other side, she found herself in a breathtaking garden filled with blooming flowers, glowing trees, and beautiful fairies flying all around. One of the fairies noticed her and approached. "Who are you?" the fairy asked. Sara, too stunned to respond, remained silent. The fairy gently took her hand and led her to the fairy queen. The fairy queen welcomed Sara with warmth and love. "You are safe here, dear child. If you wish, you may live among us," she said kindly. Sara, enchanted by the beauty of this magical world, decided to stay. She quickly became friends with the fairies and helped with daily tasks, including cooking, cleaning, and feeding the animals. Unlike in her previous life, she was treated with kindness and respect, making her truly happy. A year passed, and though she loved her new home, Sara began to miss her world. She longed to see her home again, despite the hardships she had endured. One day, she approached the fairy queen and said, "Oh mother, I am grateful for all you have given me, but I wish to return to my world. Will you allow me to leave?" The fairy queen sighed. "I wish you could stay with us forever, but if your heart longs for home, I will not stop you. Before you leave, take this key and go to the basement of our palace. There, you will find many small boxes. Choose one, and take it with you." Sara followed the queen's instructions and entered the basement. She was astonished to see hundreds of boxes, some gleaming with gold and silver, others plain and covered in dust. As she pondered which one to take, a small cat approached and gently tapped a dull, black box with its paw. Trusting the cat's guidance, Sara picked up the black box and returned to the fairy queen. The queen smiled at her choice, embraced her warmly, and bid her farewell. A fairy guided her back to the magical door, which led her to the pond. As she stepped through, she emerged from the water and found herself back in the jungle. Upon reaching home, her stepmother was furious. "Where have you been?" she yelled, before grabbing a stick to beat her. But as Sara stepped back, the box hidden in her dress slipped and fell to the ground. The lid opened, and a cascade of diamonds and gold coins spilled across the floor. Christina's eyes widened in greed. "Where did you get this? Tell me at once," she demanded. When Sara hesitated, the old woman beat her mercilessly until she revealed the truth about the magical garden and the fairies. Hearing this, Christina greedily plotted to send her daughter, Lucy, to fetch even more treasure. She ordered Sara to guide Lucy to the magical door. Lucy followed Sara's instructions and entered the fairy realm. She approached the fairy queen with confidence and said, "I have come to live here." The queen welcomed her just as she had welcomed Sara. However, unlike Sara, Lucy refused to do any work. She was lazy, selfish, and unkind to the animals. She neither cooked nor cleaned, nor did she feed the cats and birds. A whole year passed, and Lucy never lifted a finger to help. Eventually, she decided it was time to leave. Unlike Sara, her heart was not filled with love for the fairies, she was only interested in the treasure. The fairy queen handed her the key and sent her to the basement. Seeing the many shiny boxes, Lucy's greed soared. She picked the largest and most glittering box, eager to claim the riches inside. Unlike before, no cat came to guide her, for she had never cared for them. Excited, she rushed home with the heavy golden box. Her mother welcomed her with a triumphant smile. "Open it. Let us see what you have brought," she said eagerly. Sara was sent away to collect firewood while Christina and Lucy locked themselves inside the room to open the box. But the moment they lifted the lid, a fierce burst of flames erupted from inside. Within seconds, the fire engulfed the entire room, trapping both of them inside. Their screams filled the air, but there was no escape. The fire consumed everything, Christina, Lucy, and the house itself. When Sara returned, she was shocked to find her home reduced to ashes. Everything was gone, except for a faint glow among the ruins. As she stepped closer, she found her diamonds, still shining brightly amidst the destruction. She gathered them and wrapped them in her scarf. With her newfound fortune, Sara moved to the city. She bought a beautiful home with a garden and all the comforts she had once been denied. She sold only a few diamonds, ensuring she had enough for a lifetime. She lived the rest of her days in peace and happiness, never forgetting the kindness of the fairies. Moral of the story: always treat others with fairness and kindness. Greed leads to destruction, while patience and hard work bring true rewards. Laziness and selfishness will never lead to success. True wealth is earned through sincerity and diligence. For more beautiful stories like this, stay connected with our channel Kiddo Media TV. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Also, let us know in the comments what you think about this story. Thank you. Let kids join Kiddo Media TV for fun, stories, beautiful poems, and lots of exciting adventures.